Namaste. Welcome to All Levels Hatha Yoga. My name is Amanda, and today we will be practicing with a strap or a belt, or I use a scarf, something that's long enough to place around your leg and extend your leg. So you'll be using it for balancing and for some stretching poses. So if you need to pause and go grab that. Also, always remind my students to honor your body, trust your body. You know what is best for you. So if there's anything I offer today that doesn't feel good, you are always welcome to go into child's pose or do something different that feels better in your body. Let's ground down, coming to find a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes, maybe one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly, or palms face up, index finger and thumb coming to touch in Jnana Mudra. Taking a deep inhale, lifting tall through the spine, shoulder blades roll down the back. Exhaling, sighing out through the mouth, rooting down through the sit bones. One more deep inhale, feeling the ribs and chest expand. Exhaling, sigh out through the mouth, feeling your legs as they connect to the earth. Taking a few abdominal breaths, grounding yourself, tuning into the sensations of your body, your breathing, your heart beating, the flows on your skin. Maybe you hear cars in the distance or a clock ticking. And ask yourself, what does my body need from my practice this morning? Finding an intention that you like to set. And gathering hands at heart center, Namaskar Mudra. We'll open with 3 Oms. Inhaling to prepare. Namaste. Our mantra for practice today is centered around grounding. It relates to Lord Ganesha, the Hindu deity that is an elephant. You'll often see him riding a mouse, and he is the god. He's the remover of obstacles. So this is a very grounding. He's related to the first chakra and grounding, security. If we feel like we're insecure with things, usually there's some sort of obstacle that's limiting our beliefs, our thought process in order to gain what really we need. So this mantra is directly translates to, I bow to thee, Lord Ganesha. And the mantra is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Closing the eyes, sitting up tall, palms face up in the lap. In Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb coming to touch. Call and response. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 All together. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Quieter. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Silently to yourself. Gently blinking the eyes open. Come to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly, gently rocking from side to side. Have your strap or belt handy. Coming to center, hands come to the tops of the knees, drawing circles with the arms, using the strength of the arms as the legs relax. Reverse your rotation. And taking your strap, left foot might come down and have a bent knee if you have low back pain, or otherwise you can extend the left leg along on the mat as the strap comes around the inner arch of the right foot. You might have one hand on either side of your strap, or you might just take it into one hand, it doesn't matter. Begin circling out the foot in tiny little circles, warming up the ball and socket joint of the hip. You might make larger circles. If you ever hear a slapping noise or sound like a rubber band snapping in the hip, that's a muscle that is being pulled over your hip bone, and it's a sign to not go as far, or so not make as large of circles. Try to make small, if you're hearing that snapping noise, make smaller circles until it goes away. Reverse your rotation. And you might notice that one direction you didn't hear the snapping noise, and all of a sudden my hip started snapping. And making a different size circle. If you're making large circles, you can make smaller circles, or vice versa. Strap comes into the left hand as the right arm opens out to the side, rooting down through your right shoulder. Right foot crosses over to the left side of the body, and it might not touch the ground. That's okay. You want to keep both shoulders intact, and you'll try and reach your left hand down the strap until you feel a stretch through the back of the leg and hip flexor, or maybe you can feel this through the IT band, the side of the leg. Inhaling, foot comes back to center, right hand takes the strap, left arm reaches out to the side. Exhale, right foot lowers over to the right, again rooting down through both shoulders. Foot might not reach the ground, and that's okay. Your foot might be up higher too if you have tight hips. Every body is different. Inhaling, coming back to center, bending the right knee, switching sides. Circling out the left foot. Making larger circles. Reversing rotation. Making larger circles or smaller circles. Strap comes into the right hand, left arm reaches out to the side as the left leg crosses over to the right side of the body, rooting down through both shoulders. Inhaling, coming back to center, switching hands, right arm opens out to the side as the left leg comes over to the left side. You might notice that one leg is much more flexible than the other leg, and that's very normal because we have a dominant side. Inhale and coming back to center, releasing your strap. Bringing the hands down next to the hips as you reach both feet out towards the sky. If you have tender low back, you might prefer to bring the palms face down underneath the hips, touching the thumbs together and fingertips together so to make a triangle shape underneath the pelvis. Reaching the feet up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, feet together. Continuing with your own breath. If you'd like more challenge, you might lower both feet at the same time. If that's too much, you can always go back to one leg at a time. Last round. Exhale, hugging the knees into the belly, gently rock from side to side. Feet come flat on the mat for half bridge. Feet are hip distance apart, knees are hip distance apart. Feet are as close to the sit bones as they can go. Palms face down next to the hips. Exhaling, hug the navel towards the spine, flattening the back on the mat. Inhale to release. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, release. Continuing with your own breath. Undulating the pelvis. This is strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. And bringing the pelvis into alignment. Your next exhale, hugging the navel to the spine. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Finding half bridge, maybe the fingers interlace behind the back, rocking from one shoulder to another as the spine lifts up off the mat. Exhale, hands reach out to the sides, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Feet come out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Bringing the knees into the belly, gently rocking forward and back. Coming to find a seat at the front of your mat. You might like to have a bolster or cushion to prop the hips up if you have low back pain or tight hamstrings. Soles of the feet come together for butterfly pose. Inhale, lifting tall through the spine and crown. Exhale, releasing forward. Inhale, coming to sit up tall. Cow face pose. Right foot crosses under, so the right foot is over to the left side of your body. Left knee stacks on top. Your aim is to stack the knees on top of one another. It's difficult, so if you can do that, props to you. You have one foot on each side of your body, on opposite sides of your body, as the knees come to try to touch. Inhale, arms reach out to the sides. Give yourself a pat on the back with the right hand. Left hand comes underneath. You might like to have the strap to reach the hands together, or maybe you're able to interlace the fingers with one another. Inhaling, reaching up tall through the spine. Exhale, hinging from the hips, releasing over the legs. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, hands release down. You can reverse the legs, or you can do this fun trick where you bring the hands behind you, coming to stand, untwisting the legs, and then circling all the way around until you cross the legs in the opposite direction. It's like a Michael Jackson move. Maybe not. Okay, that was a bad analogy. Okay. So right knee is on top, left knee is under. Inhale, arms open out to the sides. Left hand gives yourself a pat on the back, right hand comes under. Lifting tall through the spine and crown of the head. Exhaling, hinging from the hips, releasing over the legs. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, releasing the hands out to the sides. Making your way into tabletop for Marjariasana. You might like to have a blanket under the knees. Feet are parallel, hips stack over the knees, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, chin up, belly down, cow. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continuing with your own breath. And inviting any intuitive movement. Maybe you'll reach back into child's pose as you round the back in cat. Maybe the shoulders come forward, making circles. You might circle out the rib cage or hips. Reversing your rotation if you haven't already. And exhaling child's pose. Tucking the toes under, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, bending alternate knees. Maybe you nod the head yes, nod the head no. Exhaling, finding tabletop. Inhale, right leg reaches back, left arm forward, tiger pose. You might keep the arms reaching away from one another, or maybe you exhale, knee to elbow, rounding the back. Inhale to reach away. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more times. When you're complete, exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up to the sky, side plank. You might keep the left knee down for more support, or maybe you bring both feet together in Vashisthasana. Exhale, 4-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward, tiger. Option to exhale, knee and elbow touch together. Inhale, reaching away. 4 more times. Exhaling, right hand comes down, left arm lifts up, side plank, second side, finding whichever variation you had on the first. Exhale, 4-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Hips are square to the front of the mat, engaging through the right glute. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisted lunge. Maybe you circle out the top arm. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, right hand comes down, stepping back into plank. Right arm reaches up, side plank. Vashisthasana. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, left arm reaches up, twisted up lunge. Maybe circling out the top arm. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, left hand comes down, stepping back into plank. Left arm reaches back up, side plank, second side. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Dropping the left foot down, finding warrior one. So left foot is about a 45-degree angle. Hips are aiming towards the front. Sorry, the shoulders are facing the front of your mat. And each hip is doing a different thing. Check in with your front knee. It should be stacked over your ankle, pressing towards the pinky side edge of the foot. For tight shoulders, you might cactus the arms out to the sides. Or maybe you bring the hands in prayer behind the back as the shoulder blades roll down. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Stepping back into plank, right arm reaches up, Vashisthasana. Maybe right foot floats up for more challenge. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, Right foot spins around. Warrior one. Again, you might cactus the arms out to the sides. Maybe you bring the hands in Namaskar Mudra behind the back. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Left foot steps back, left arm reaches up. Vashisthasana, side plank. Maybe left foot floats up to the sky. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, cactusing the arms, bending the back knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactus, bending the knee. Inhale, lift. The movement is isolated in the knee. See if you can keep the hips still. We'll do 3 rounds of lion's breath on the exhale, sticking out the tongue, eyes open wide. Inhaling, fierce lions. Last round, brave lion. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two, arms open wide. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Reverse your warrior, right arm reaches up, left arm traces down the back leg. Lengthening the right leg, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Exhale, right arm reaches forward, then comes down, left arm reaches up. Right hand might take the shin, ankle, or ground. Actively press through the right hand, pressing the torso away from the leg as you engage through the left obliques. Bending the right knee, side angle. Right knee stacks over the ankle. Exhaling, hands windmill down. Stepping back into plank. Inhale, right arm reaches up, Vashisthasana. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, dipping the back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip. Continuing with your own breath. Three rounds of lion's breath. Your next exhale, sticking out the tongue, eyes open wide. Fierce lions. Courageous lines, last round. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, arms open wide. Warrior two, second side. Knee is over the ankle, pressing towards the pinky side edge of the foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left leg lengthens, reaching the left arm forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm comes up. Left hand takes the shin, ankle, or foot ground. Reaching the right side ribs up towards the sky. Bending the left knee, side angle. Knee stacks over the ankle. Exhale, hands windmill down, stepping the left foot back, left hand reaches up, side plank. Exhale, four-legged plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Arms reach up, left foot spins down. Shoulders face the front of your mat. Exhale, hands come behind the low back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, reaching the chest up, gentle back bend. Hugging the navel towards the spine as the shoulders roll down the back. Exhale, humble warrior. Shoulders come to the inside of the right knee as you release the hands up overhead, rinsing the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Heel toe the right foot out to the side, lizard lunge. Coming up onto the ball of the left foot, hands come down. You might come onto the forearms or reach the arms forward. Maybe if this is really intense, you might bring the left knee down for a more restorative or passive lizard lunge. If you like more strength, you might just keep the left knee lifted. Finding a deep hip opener. Inhale, hands come underneath the shoulders. Right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh, pressing the knee out to the side as you roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. You might stay with the right hand on the inside of the thigh, or maybe you circle out the arm. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, both hands come down, stepping back into tabletop. Puppy dog pose, hips stay over the knees, reaching the arms forward, chest and chin release down to the mat. Exhale, child's pose. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Arms reach up, back foot spirals down. Exhale, hands interlace the non-habitual way behind the back, shining the heart forward as you knit the ribs in. Exhale, humble warrior. Shoulders come to the inside of the left knee as the hands rinse out overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Heel toe the left foot out to the side, lizard lunge. However you did on the first side, maybe the right knee stays lifted, maybe the right knee comes down. He might come down to the forearms. Maybe the hands reach forward. Inhale, hands come underneath the shoulders. Left hand comes to the inside of the thigh as you press the knee out to the side, rolling onto the outer edge of the left foot. You might keep the hand on the thigh, or maybe you circle out the arm. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, left hand comes down, stepping back into tabletop. Hips stack over the knees, puppy dog pose. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet forward to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Maybe you take opposite elbows and ragdoll. Gently swaying from side to side. You might nod the head yes, nod the head no. Inhale to halfway lift, hands come to the tops of the knees, flat back. Exhale, hands sweep forward, sitting the hips back. Inhale, coming to stand up tall, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Maybe closing the eyes, feel your feet as they ground into the earth. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Coming back to your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Staying here in this present moment. Not in the past, not in the future. Right here, right now on your mat. Gently blinking the eyes open. Grabbing your strap. For balancing pose, finding your focal point or drishti. Weight comes into the right foot. As you bend the left knee, bring the strap to the inner arch of the left foot. Inhale, reaching the foot in front of you. You might reach the hands forward. Chest comes tall as if you had a string, pulling your chest up towards the sky. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Just how we were in the beginning of practice today. Strap comes into the left hand. Right arm opens up behind you, finding a twist. Your gaze might be to the side or over your right shoulder behind you. Inhaling, coming back to center. So the leg is still forward. Strap comes into the, I think I just totally said the opposite thing. I'm sorry. Hopefully you understood what I was saying. So your left leg is forward, strap comes into the left hand, right arm opens out to the side, opening the left leg out to the side. Good thing this is recorded so you can rewind. Inhaling, coming back to center. And exhaling, bend the knee, gently releasing the foot down. Give your hips a rock from side to side. Weight comes into the left foot, bending the right knee. Strap comes around the right foot, extending the right leg in front of you, reaching the chest up towards the sky. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Strap comes into the left hand as the right arm opens up behind you. Maybe you look over to your right side or behind you over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Strap comes into the right hand. Left arm opens out to the side. Leg opens out to the right. Exhale or inhale, hands and foot come back forward. I was ready to be done. Exhale, bending the knee, releasing the foot and hands down. Give your hips a shake from side to side. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. You might interlace the fingers behind the back, rinsing the shoulders out overhead. Maybe you bring the peace fingers around the big toes, reaching the elbows out to the sides. Maybe the backs of the hands come onto the mat and the soles of the feet come onto the palms as the toes touch the wrists. Hands come down to the front of the mat, heel toe, your feet almost as wide as mat distance apart for Malasana, garland pose. Exhale, hips come down, finding a deep squat. You might like to place a blanket underneath the heels if they're lifted up off the mat. It's always a good idea to bring the mat towards the body with props. Hands come in Namaskar Mudra as you press the arms into the inside of the knees, lengthening the lower back, opening through the groin. Rolling the shoulders down away from the ears, closing the eyes. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Coming to your true nature, your inner essence, your own wisdom and guidance from within. Connecting to your root, Muladhara chakra, sense of security, your tribe. Gently blinking the eyes open, hands come forward. Coming onto the knees, making your way to lie down onto the belly. Locust pose. Hands reach back towards the hips, palms face down. You might keep the palms next to the hips, or maybe you rock from one side to another, bringing the arms completely underneath the body. This can be uncomfortable for some people. Bringing the chin or forehead down to the mat. Inhale, lift the right foot up off the mat. Exhale to lower. Inhale, left foot lifts up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, both feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right foot lifts, hold. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Hold the right foot up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left foot lifts up, hold. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower. Inhale, both feet lift up, hold. Exhale, lower. Releasing the hands out to the sides. Bring one cheek down to the mat. Gently rock from side to side. Bow pose, bending the knees. Soles of the feet reach up to the sky. Inhale, chest and chin lift up as you reach the hands back towards the feet. Maybe the hands take the ankles. If they don't reach the ankles, that's okay. You can just keep actively reaching back, and it's strengthening for the back. If the feet and hands reach, press the feet away from the hands, feeling an opening through the front of the chest and shoulders. Keeping the knees hip distance apart as they activate towards one another. Exhale, opposite cheek comes down to the mat. Windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Hands come to the low ribs, pressing back into child's pose. Knees together, big toes together. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath or the honeybee breath. It sounds like the M and Om. Inhaling to prepare as the tongue touches the teeth. Inhaling happy honeybee. Inhaling last round. Coming to find a seat. Kalabhakti Kriya or shining skull practice. You might bring the hands onto the abdomen, or you might bring the palms face up, index finger and thumb coming to touch. Kalabhakti Kriya is a breathing technique with a forced exhale, passive inhale. It sounds like this. So we will begin by inhaling together and exhale with my clap. Inhaling, reaching tall through the spine, and begin. Relaxing the jaw and face muscles, maybe a smile. Clearing the frontal lobe of the brain. Releasing stuck energy, negative energy. Five more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale completely, closing the eyes. Holding at the bottom of the exhale, engage the mulabandha, the roots block. Hugging the navel towards the spine. Keeping your root lock engaged. Inhale. Holding at the top of the inhale. Exhale completely, releasing the mulabandha. Inhaling into the root chakra. Exhale. Inhale into the second chakra, your sacral chakra. Exhale. Inhaling into the solar plexus, right above the navel. And exhale. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And just notice any sensations. Gently blinking the eyes open. Make your way to lie down on the back. Bringing the legs up into a gentle inversion. If you have a block or a bolster, you might place it below the sacrum. Or if you have shoulder stand in your practice, you might take shoulder stand as you inhale, reaching the feet up to the sky. Hands come to the low back, reaching the elbows towards one another. Rocking from one shoulder to the other, bringing the spine completely up off the mat. If you're in shoulder stand, making your way into plow as the feet come over the head, releasing down towards the mat. Maybe palms come face down on the mat. Exhaling, releasing one vertebra at a time. Gently rolling down, coming to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly, gently rock from side to side. Bringing the feet down to the mat, half bridge. Feet are hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart. Exhale, hugging the navel to the spine. Inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back. Maybe the hands come to take the ankles. Exhale, releasing, rolling down one vertebra at a time, bringing the feet out wide, windshield wiper, knees from side to side. Option to do one more round of bridge or full wheel if you have that in your practice. For half bridge, bringing the feet back towards the sit bones. Exhale, hugging the navel towards the spine. Inhale, lift the hips up. For full wheel, bringing the hands back towards the ears. Fingertips are pointing towards your shoulders. Reaching the elbows towards one another as you inhale, press through the feet, lifting the hips up into the air, finding a deep back bend. Knees are pressing towards one another, staying hip distance apart. You might also come down onto the top of the head. For some people, that's a more easy transition. If you can't find full wheel yet, this is a great halfway space. And exhale, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Bringing the feet wide, windshield wiper, knees from side to side. Hugging both knees into the belly. Extend the left leg as the right knee hugs in for a wind relieving pose. Bending the left knee, right ankle crosses to the outside of the knee as the right arm reaches out to the side. Legs fall over to the left, gentle supine twist. Inhaling, coming back to center, hugging both knees. Exhale, right leg extends. Wind relieving pose, second side. Bending the right knee, Left arm comes out to the side as the left ankle crosses to the outside of the knee. Legs fall over to the right. Supine twist, second side. Inhaling, coming back to center, hug the knees in. Exhale, bringing the forehead towards the knees. Give yourself a tight, tight squeeze. Inhale, releasing the head down, legs extend long for Shavasana or corpse pose. Closing the eyes, turning inward. Drawing awareness to the breath. Gently wiggling the fingers and toes. Inhaling, right arm reaches up overhead, coming to lie on the right side of the body. Slowly, with helping hands, making your way back up to a comfortable seat. We'll close our practice with a short meditation, a grounding meditation that begins with clearing and stimulating the pineal gland, the vagus nerve, and adrenal glands. That will be so relaxing for the honeybee breath or Brahmari breath. Taking the fingertips, covering the eyes with the fingertips, creating a dark space. Inhaling, sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the head. We'll do 5 rounds of the Brahmari breath on our own time. When you're complete, you can bring the hands back into the lap. Inhale to prepare, touching the tongue to the teeth. And when you're ready, using the thumbs to close the earlobes so you can no longer hear, beginning 5 rounds of Brahmari breath. When you are complete, palms face up, index finger and thumb coming to touch. Drawing your awareness to your third eye, your Ajna chakra. Taking a deep breath in, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath in, sigh out through the mouth. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Coming back to your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Honoring your intention. Offering gratitude to your body as it supports you, as it digests and breathes and assimilates all of the information and nutrients that we need to survive. Thank you, body, for nurturing me and taking care of me. Gathering hands at heart center. Closing with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Inhale to prepare. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a blissful and grounded rest of your week. Thank you so much. Take care.